Hello you guys, my name is Crystal and thank you all for tuning into Chris Codes. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button because you know you want to. And it's free. Notification bell so you be notified whenever I drop new content. Comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's get right into the video. Alright, so we're going to get right into the video. I'm going to make this quick. We're keeping this video to 20 to 25 minutes, period. So, poly relationships. Relationships when you know it's worth it. When you know it's not. When you know it's time to put the nail in the coffin. We're going to get all into that today, okay? We're getting all into it, so let's go. But yeah, so I see now a lot of times women are okay with being an option. We're letting things slide that we know, like instincts will tell you that this isn't okay. This isn't working. He's playing with me. Stuff like that. We'll know it and won't do anything about it. Because a lot of times, some women will say, you know, an old shoe is better than no shoe at all. You know, and in terms of men, you know, it's better to have one, even though he's not the best, you know, than to not have one at all. And that's not the way I view things. So we're going to speak in the aspect of, no, it's not. Okay. So a lot of times you see those relationships where women are in a relationship with a man for 5, 10, 15 years and not married. You see women agreeing to things such as poly and, you know, more sexual things that she would not normally be okay with just to keep this guy. But you know you ain't okay with that. You know you're not comfortable with that, but you're still doing it just to keep this guy. And our instincts will tell us when he's just not the one. When he's not the one. When you need to be moving on. Things of that nature. But a lot of times you still find yourself stuck. Let's use an example. If he doesn't want to be in a relationship right now, he's being secretive, things of that nature. He's going ghost here and there and all of a sudden pops back up. He's so busy. We know the signs, ladies. We know the signs. We try and make excuses for them. Well, not we, because I don't do that junk no more. That's the topic. But I'll say we to make you all feel better. So we try and make excuses for it, but you know what's up. Like, I'm not a man, but I have enough, I feel like, men around me or men in general to know how they act when they care or how they act when they love someone. Okay. So you can tell the telltale signs when they don't. And one of them is if they don't want to do it, they're not going to do it. And this is the thing. You shouldn't be having to chase after no guy. Period. So if he's all of a sudden kind of distant, or he's saying he doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, that should be your telltale sign to keep it moving right there. If y'all have been talking for quite a while, especially if it's over a few months and y'all are just still in the talking stage, y'all aren't actually dating, you're not monogamous, like, it's a problem. It's a problem. If anything, you'd have to tell him, you know, you want to take things slow, not speed it up. Okay. You like, if a man knows what he wants, he knows what he wants. And we're the only ones that try and act like he doesn't. He does. You don't. And a lot of these relationships, like, we like, you know, no, I love him. Oh, no, I don't deserve to be treated this way. But I love him. Oh, I don't deserve to be treated this way. I deserve better. But he's so sweet. He knows what he wants. You don't. Again, you don't. We are very emotional creatures. A lot of us, some women are just kind of like cutthroat with it. Cut the cameras. Which I like. But They know what they want. We're the ones that want to go back and forth giving all these unnecessary like excuses for these guys that already know what's up. They know when they're doing wrong. They know when they're playing games. They know. You're just going to be the one to allow them to do it. Where other women, they're not going to allow that. You need to be like those other women. You need to set the tone. Period. And that's why I talk about not giving up your goods, you know, and things like that. Having all this premarital, you know what, or doing all this cooking, cleaning, sleepovers, all this foolishness, and you all aren't in a serious relationship, or you all aren't married, okay? Like, you got to stop doing it. Like, for example, this guy, MJ Speaks, his content's a little, you know, out there, but he speaks facts. He used this credit example that I'm gonna share with you all. He's just like, he lives in LA, so he's like, you know, you have some $1 million houses out there, a ton, beautiful properties, and with these properties, you have to provide some sort of proof that you can even afford this house. Okay, so picture yourself like one of these $1 million houses out in Los Angeles. So can any bum off the street, walk into your house, set up camp? And that's what you're given. That's what this day and age, that's what we're given. And y'all can say, oh, nowadays women don't do that. No, I bear witness to it. I've worked in places, no longer, but I've worked in places where I saw Black women, especially, taking care of men, okay, and claiming that they're in love and still getting treated like bottom of the barrel. It's not making sense to me. If you, and it kind of just boils down to knowing your worth. At the end of the day, I speak on this time and time again, and people just don't get it. Let's keep it going. You just left a relationship that you knew wasn't serving you, and you knew the guy that you were in the relationship, you knew he wasn't the best thing for you, but you stayed there for who knows how long, because you know those women that be in relationships for the longest and know that man's not gonna marry you. Like, you knew you knew, and then you get out of that relationship and you have all this baggage. Men ain't ish, you know how they do. But really, God and everybody else been telling you he wasn't good for you. But you stayed anyway. So it's not men that ain't ish. You just a little slow, and that's okay. that's all right. Because we all have those moments when we're dealing with foolishness. But now you have all this unwanted baggage that is going to wind up in the next relationship if you don't take that time and that necessary time to heal. And, you know, I had to do the same thing. I had to take time out to not date and deal with why I was accepting foolishness to begin with. Why I kept going back to what wasn't serving me, and why I'm dealing with mess in general. Because certain things just shouldn't be tolerated, okay? Certain things shouldn't be tolerated, and you should just keep pushing. And I knew that. So when you do that inner work, then you can move on to the next without unloading a world full of baggage and emotions on the next guy that doesn't even know what's going on. Now you're just crazy. He just thinks you're crazy. You're nuts. So, you know, maybe I need to stop dating Black women because of the last guy that hurt you. Y'all got to take that time and stop jumping kangaroo jack into each and every relationship. Babe, it's not working for you. So now you're like, okay, what should I do? Now, if you're watching this and you already know that it's time for you to exit stage left, you just need to do that. Yeah, he might contact you, things of that nature. But if you know that it's not going anywhere, leave. You need to leave. And I tell you this, it's always somebody better. It's always somebody better. You might think, oh, you know, he's not that bad, he's a great guy, but how is he a great guy and y'all was going through, y'all had all these issues, still be contacting you knowing that it didn't work? Why is he hatching up all these old feelings for no reason? Why is he still being manipulative? I used to think the same thing too. If he's a good guy, then don't you think instead of playing mind games or still contacting you, don't you think he'll be putting forth a little bit more effort? Don't you think that he would be trying to fix the things that were broken in the relationship instead of just trying to get you back or play mind games still? You know, if he cared enough, he would have let it be, let you heal, and he would have moved on with his life. But no, he's still trying to play games with you. He's still trying to lead you on, things of that nature. If he was really a good guy, if he really cared, he wouldn't do any of those things. He would move on. And that's just that on that. Men that really want you will bring something to the table. Men that really want you will have something to offer. If that man is still contacting you, he has nothing to offer, that's not the man for you. He's just looking to waste some more of your time. And then what you're doing, you're subscribing to him wasting more of your time. Are we going to do that? No. So if you need to block, then block. If you're the type where you can't really have a conversation with them, don't. If you think he's going to pull you back in, don't have a conversation. Just let it be. How many guys or people that you ended friendships with and y'all never spoke again? Why is it so different to do that with a guy? They do it all the time. They ghost. They keep it pushing. They do it all the time. Take a page out of their book. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing, girl. Keep it pushing. Don't you want somebody that's going to love you as much as you love them? Or even a little bit more? I feel like God needs to love you a little bit more than you love him. Still love all the way, but I don't know. I feel like I would prefer that. Like, aren't you ready for somebody that's going to treat you the way you deserve to be treated? Aren't you ready for somebody that knows how to communicate? Somebody that's not going to play games? Someone that knows what they want and then goes for it? Aren't you ready for someone that wants to build with you? Someone who cares about your feelings. Someone who listens. Wants to hear about your day. Someone who's growing spiritually, mentally, emotionally, just like you are. You asked yourself why you were so stagnant in the last relationship? Why I feel like you were going in circles? Going absolutely nowhere real fast? Have you ever asked yourself that? And if you've asked yourself that, rewind this clip and watch it again. And then do what you gotta do, girl. Do what you gotta do. Men too, because men be in these situations as well. Do what you gotta do. If you're the type that feels like it's nothing better out there for you, you're sadly mistaken. And the longer you're in this relationship, the longer it's going to take for you to find that person that's for you. The longer you're sitting here dealing with foolishness, the longer it's going to take for you to find the man that God has for you. You got to let it go. Be available for what's to come. And the moment you do that, you're going to have all that extra time to worry about yourself, to build, and to become the woman that you need to become. So you can attract the man that you need, that you want. If you need to get in the gym, girl, get in the gym. If you need to change your eating habits, change your eating habits. If you need to go to church, go to church. Get some of them soul ties off you, okay? Become a better person. Become a better version of yourself so you can attract the man that you deserve. Nobody wants some sad, broken woman that feels like she's not going anywhere, not doing anything. You need to be your own person. You need to be your own person. So then when you meet somebody, then you become one. And then you all grow together. Try to make this makeup look real quick, y'all. Notice I actually did my eyebrows this time. Never do that. I never do that. But they came out real cute, real quick too. Yes. Yes. All right, you guys. So I'm back and finished with the final look. I think it's giving really like natural, but not natural, you know. I really like this look. I think it's better than my most of my makeup looks. What do you think? All right, let's get into the final thoughts. All right, so now for my final thoughts and comments. I feel as though let's stop wasting time. Once you've gotten rid of that old thing that wasn't working for you anyway, and you're moving on and you're in the dating world, after you've taken your time to better yourself, get to know yourself, and improve yourself so you can attract what you want, when you're in the dating world and you're dating guys and you realize that he's not the one for you, keep it pushing. Let's stop wasting time. Ask the necessary questions and move on. Move on. It's other guys out here and you're too good to be wasting time on that. Okay, back to the house scenario. You think just because someone doesn't have the necessary credit or the necessary income to purchase your house doesn't mean somebody's not going to come along with those requirements. So stick to what you need, stick to what you know, and eventually it'll come to you. So don't chase it, don't search for it, but be open to it, and it'll come to you. All right, you guys, thank you all for tuning into Chris Codes. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button because you know you want to, and it's free. Notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop new content. Comment, subscribe, and yeah, love you guys. See you all for the next video. Bye.